Welcome back to the After Dark podcast.
Yep.
I'm Rachel. I'm a boudoir photographer.
I'm Kristin. I'm hair and makeup.
And this is the After Dark podcast.
Yep.
So we are first drinking.
Yeah.
What is this called? Is there a name?
Yeah, I'm sure that there is. But by the third one, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's from the bar cart.
Yes.
It's got tequila.
Oh, love tequila.
And some chai and some other things that we don't know. But it doesn't matter because it's not on the menu anymore. It was on in the end of November.
Yeah.
So, but the bar cart is sensational. Craft cocktails, menu switches up weekly. Highly, highly recommend it for all of your holiday needs, especially because we are just 2 days before New Year's Eve or a day before maybe.
Yep.
So if you are last minute partying or having people over, call the bar cart up. They can batch cocktails so that all you have to do is shake and pour on ice. It is sensational. It is slightly more expensive than going to the liquor store, but it is way more user-friendly.
Yep.
It is supporting a local business, and it is delicious cocktails that will have your guests asking, where the hell did you get this recipe?
Yes.
So,
because I will tell you, I host a lot. I host my family a lot. And I always want to have like a signature drink for the party.
Yeah.
But it is the last thing that I plan and prep for. And I will oftentimes end up foregoing having something because I have been so focused on the food menu.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Making. Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm just like, here's the liquor cabinet, guys. Go,
Yeah.
whatever.
Have at it.
Yeah. I had plans.
Yeah,
But,
they're down the drain.
So I will be hitting up Casey and Chris at the bar cart and being like, hey, I need to put in an order.
Yes.
Because I do want to have something special for my guests, and it's awesome that they provide that service.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. So the bar cart, West Reading.
Yep.
We will link them. We'll have them linked all
And
over
they'll
the
be open
place.
for New Year's Eve too. So if you don't have any plans, you should probably go there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I mean, it's a Thursday, so I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Right.
Maybe I'm saying this and that's not accurate. So maybe we won't be putting this in. We're going to find out though.
We're going to fact check this.
They are also going to Paris. So I'm now realizing that perhaps they're closed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way.
Either way.
Yeah.
For your upcoming events.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit them up. So we, as part of our New Year's celebration, are launching, and this may already be on the new After Dark page.
Okay.
So if you guys are watching this from the new After Dark page,
Yeah.
which I'm sure you will be,
Yeah.
please do us a favor. Go to the 3 little dots if you're on mobile and hit invite friends. So please invite all of your friends to like our page.
Yeah.
And, spread the gospel
Yes.
of After Dark.
Yes, it was super easy. I did it this weekend, and then I ended up with like 100 and something of my friends immediately just accepting the request and following just
Yes.
because they know me and they're like, oh, Kristin wants me to support her in something. I'm going to do it. That's what your friends are going to do
Yes,
for you.
for sure.
And if you believe in us and our show and what we're doing, then you should tell your friends too.
Yes, you should tell your friends.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And any feedback that you guys have. So, we're kicking off a new year.
Yeah.
We're entering 2026.
Yep.
And the After Dark podcast started, like 2 months ago?
Yeah. By then it'll be.
Yes. And so, we're loving this journey. We're loving the creative aspect of it. And so we're so ready to go into the new year and have some fresh new content. And
Small businesses,
Yes.
anything that you want us to talk about, local events, anything that's happening in our area. We are in West Reading, Berks County, any of those type of areas. We are trying to start an After Dark speed dating series. So we are going to have a link at the bottom to sign up for an application to go in for our first series of speed dating, which is 30 to 45-year-olds. It will be at the bar cart. We keep talking about them. They are wonderful. They offered their space up to us on a Monday evening. So we're going to have some little events coming up probably there for you guys to join in on, but you have to tell us you're interested. You have to sign up for the applications. You have to send them to your friends if they're single. If you're married, send them to your whoever you know that could be looking. We know how bad online dating is. Well, she doesn't. I do. And we want to try something different for people. So if you're interested in that, or if your friends are, or whoever, talk about that with them. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to jump into our viewer question of the day.
The fun part, where we get to
Yes.
talk smack on other people.
Correct. We love to
We
judge.
love to judge. With love, though.
With love, yes, for sure. So this one is rough.
Is this a viewer or an MI?
This is a viewer.
Okay.
Yes. And so just so you guys know, as part of our viewer questionnaire. We don't know. This is completely anonymous.
Yeah,
so
we don't know who you are.
know who is submitting these questions.
Yeah.
It's a Google Doc form that I set up in a way where it's 100% anonymous. You can share with us if you want us to know who you are.
But we won't say it on here either.
Right. We won't say who it is because we want the viewer question to have the benefit of anonymity, but we don't oftentimes know who is the one who's doing this.
And I never know the questions.
Yes, Kristin never knows the am I the asshole question. So the viewer question, please ask us your questions. We'd love to answer them.
If we can, we'll answer.
Yes.
Usually we can.
Yes. So this viewer says, my boyfriend was posted on the local Are We Dating the Same Guy page on Facebook.
Tough.
I broke up with him. Good for you, girl.
Yeah.
But since then, I've been living in a constant state of embarrassment. The girls in the group were being nice. I'm assuming she means towards her. But it was still awful to be reading about the things in my life that I didn't know were happening.
Yeah.
I thought I knew him. I swore there were no red flags.
Yeah.
How can you possibly predict that someone is going to be a liar?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't. Because some people are really good at it.
Yeah.
It is the most horrifying part about dating. Like, I remember the first time I ever watched the Who the Bleep Did I Marry on whatever that is station. And I was like, these women are so stupid. How would you not know? And then I watched it and I was like, oh, I definitely wouldn't have known. Some people have the ability to lie and lie and lie and make up things and cover up and look you dead in the face and say things that are not true, and you would never have a tell sign.
Yeah.
Unless you were some sort of expert on lying, I would imagine. But that's the unfortunate part is sometimes people just get duped.
Yeah. For sure.
There may have been signs. I'm not saying that there weren't with this guy that you were dating, but there is also the chance that you just didn't know.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing is the people that are better at lying, if you're really good at lying, girl, it's not your fault. If he was just a master manipulator, it's not your fault.
And if these men find out that they're good at lying and can get away with it, they tend to do it for the rest of their lives because they know that they can.
Right.
So it's unfortunate on that side. I don't know. I dated somebody, and I'm a pretty on the ball person, but I dated somebody who I had not one clue that I was the side person.
Oh my God.
For a while. I didn't know that he had children with somebody. I didn't know he lived with somebody. I dropped him off at this person's house under the guise of drop me off at my aunt's house for a holiday, a family situation. I dropped him off at this condo thinking he's going to his aunt's house. I find out later that it was his woman. That's where that's where the kids and her lived.
Oh my God.
So do I feel stupid? No, I'm not the one who fucking lied.
Right.
I didn't cheat on anybody in that scenario. Right. I did what I thought I was doing in a relationship with somebody until I found out knowledge that I wasn't doing that. And then I got out of it.
Right.
It sucks and it's hurtful, but I never felt ashamed of it because how am I to blame for something that he did?
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't know. No, I didn't know. Obviously I didn't know or else I wouldn't have fucking tolerated it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
I don't know. There's I get it. I do. But you can't be embarrassed because somebody else made a bad decision. That's not fair.
Yeah.
You just need to go out and make better decisions in the future.
Yeah. Try your best.
And you could end up with another absolute narcissistic pathological liar.
You could, yeah.
It just is likely that it could happen, but you'll figure it out when it does.
Right.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one because as a Scorpio, I'm mistrusting of everybody. And so
fair.
So I'm all y'all are lying.
Yeah.
Sure,
Never believed you anyway.
Exactly. But no, I do think that especially early, in the early stages, I do think there is a healthy level of skepticism.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should just go around assuming the worst in everybody.
No. But questioning.
Yeah. Dive a little bit deeper. Oh, where are you going?
Yeah.
You don't have to be overbearing about it.
Yeah.
You could just be inquisitive.
Right.
That's all it is. You're just being inquisitive.
Yeah, using your common sense skills on things that people are saying, I'm going to a poker game tonight. And it's that poker game is usually on Wednesdays. Why is it suddenly on Thursdays?
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And you're going to poker, but you're never winning at poker. So why are we going all the time? Are you really at poker? It's the small stuff. And again, I hate that because you shouldn't even have to freaking do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That shouldn't be how a relationship goes. I mean, I guess it would only be the only thing I could say to her is if you ever felt that thing in your gut, don't blame yourself for this, but next time you feel it, listen to it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do now because of that. Like, I don't ask men a ton of questions. I don't get crazy about you're texting a girl or you follow girls on social. Like, I know I can't stop you from cheating. What I do is I become aware of your patterns. And when I see something off, if it doesn't feel good to me, and when I bring it up, if it still doesn't feel good to me, I'm out.
Right.
I'm not letting you play me for 1 second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just more about building up your own intuition in the future that you can make better decisions for what's happening for yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, yes, there are some master manipulators out there, but there are also always signs. And so maybe get yourself into therapy if you're not already, because I will tell you my experience in therapy in my early 20s really helped me to learn how to identify those red flags.
Yeah.
Or like Kristin always says, the yellow flags that turn into red flags. Because, you know, like sometimes you just don't know. You're naive. You want to see the best in people. And, you know, something that doesn't feel necessarily off right away to you is like not a big deal. But to somebody who's maybe a little more seasoned or has learned the art of setting better boundaries, for them would be like, no, absolutely not. Right.
Yeah. It's so hard though. It really is, because we want to go around in this world and just think the best of everyone that we meet. But
and be people pleasers inherently as women.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell with everyone. I think it's really unfortunate when people do this, though, because that's exactly what he's going to set up for her for the rest of her life, is like a distrust in everything everyone says, when it's not a matter of trusting the person you're with, it's a matter of trusting yourself.
Yeah.
And that you're making the best decisions for yourself and not for them, and that you're going with your gut feelings on things, even if nobody else is like seeing it. If you feel it, trust it.
Yeah.
You know, that's like my biggest suggestion, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
so
that's rough.
Yeah, we're sorry
that happened to you.
Yeah, we're sorry. It sucks.
Because I would lose my ever-loving mind if anybody that I was ever with, let alone my husband, was, you know, posted on that site and all these girls came forward being like, yeah, that's so embarrassing. I so feel for all the women that happens to.
I know. Yeah. And it's a shame that it's embarrassing. It's a shame that you even have to say, like, it is embarrassing. It shouldn't be embarrassing for women. It should be embarrassing for the men who are on there, you know?
It should be,
you know? But that's not the way our society works.
Right.
We're like, oh, stupid you. And it's like, no, asshole him.
For sure.
What you mean stupid me? Like,
yeah,
that's not fair. I didn't do anything.
You know, this reminds me of something that my husband was talking about, where he was listening to some podcast, and it was about
not ours.
He does listen to ours religiously.
Good.
Like, he thinks that we're so cute and funny, and like, oh, I love him. He's the best. So it was about. So there were men and women that were interviewed about the concept of like dating and sexual experience.
Okay.
And so typically for the men, the vast majority of them said that they wanted their female partner to obviously have less sexual experience, so less partners.
Oh.
And in the range of like 1 to 5. But the vast majority of women said that they wanted their male partner to have more sexual partners in the range of anywhere from 10 to 20, because that signified that he had experience and would potentially be a better lover.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I for me personally, I don't know if I'm just like in this like weird like minority, but like I don't want a man who's been ran through.
Okay.
You know, like I don't want a man who has been basically.
You don't want a fuckboy.
Right. Who's basically the town bicycle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, I don't judge people for the number of sexual partners that they have.
Right.
But there is a point where when it comes to like choosing my, you know, life partner, I don't think for me that it's somebody that is, like you said, has been a high,
has had some numbers run at him.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's like, again, I think it's kind of like the engagement, where I think it's everybody's personal preference on this. Like, I hate the argument that like, oh my God, this one podcaster or whatever is like, what would you say to the fact that like a master key only opens every lock, but blah, blah, blah. It's like, women are not locks to be open, just to be fucking clear. Like,
fuck your metaphor.
Yeah, like stop with this shit. We have bodies and choices just like men have bodies and choices. If you want a girl who has had very little sexual experience, go fucking find it.
Yep.
But don't judge somebody who has a 40-person list because they're 40 years old and they've had a lot of time to go and enjoy their life.
Yeah.
You know, like that I don't think is fair. I think I've never, ever in my entire relationship asked any person how many people they've slept with. I do not give a shit.
Yeah.
First of all, the second I sleep with you, I'm a no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, this guy hasn't been with many. He's not really that well versed on positions or whatever.
But
you know what I
I
mean?
have been with guys who were fuckboys that I did know. Like, obviously, in my opinion, I was like, you are not like I'm not bringing you home to my parents type of deal, but I'll have fun with you tonight. And I was so disappointed at how they performed. And I'm like, how are you racking up these numbers?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So it's their game that they have ahead of it.
Yeah.
It's the game beforehand, not the actual game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's the pregame that they're good at.
Right.
Yeah.
So what my husband and I kind of like, walked around the circle of logic was like, well, but you could have somebody who was married for 20 years who maybe that signifies like, oh, they've taken the time to get to know their partner. And so he has experience in, learning
one person.
Yeah, learning how to please one person.
Yeah.
But then you could also have the same similar where there's a guy who's been married for 20 years and he's just so damn selfish that like he never really bothered. So you're painting with very broad strokes here.
So broad.
So broad. But I think as a general rule for me, I don't necessarily find it attractive when men are like, oh, I'm promiscuous and I bang all these girls and whatever.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, maybe be a little more discerning.
No, I'm the same, but I'm also like, that's your prerogative to be that type of person. And you're going to find a girl who's okay with that, but it's not going to be me because that's not, I've said this before. I can go for a very long time because sex is not my drive. It's the relationship. It's the partnership. It's the intimacy. It's knowing the person. Like I, like everyone, of course, get horny, but like I am personally not a person who's like, I'm just going to go find somebody to get this over with.
Yeah.
I don't do that. If you are a person who does, that's your prerogative.
Right.
That's the difference between me and somebody else. And I don't judge my friends who do that. I have plenty of friends who do that. I listen to sexcapades all the time. I love them.
Yes.
Give me all the dirty details.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it myself.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun to me. It's just fun to listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, I've never asked a partner how many people they've been with because that doesn't matter to me, but that doesn't mean that I've not slept with someone and been like, oh, you know what's up.
Yeah.
You've been around. You know what I mean? And like, that benefits me. I'm not mad about it. It benefits me. I'm probably not going to stay with you because I know you're the type that wants to. The best sex I've ever had is with every single man who's ever cheated on me.
Oh, God, that sucks.
So, well, with the exception of one, but every other one has been like a cheater. And I'm like, yeah, because you know you're good in bed and you keep spreading it around to everody else. Like, I almost can't even be mad about it.
Right?
You know what I mean? And I don't want to be with you anyway because you're not the type of guy I'm looking for. Like, so, that's...
I know.
That's a situational. I don't think that's a moral question.
For sure. It's not
moral.
Yeah,
it's more just like your preference.
Yeah. But I think that for men who are like, the conquest of, trying to sleep with as many girls as possible and that gives them status and like value and like whatever. Like, I just hope you all know that like not every woman sees it that way.
Well,
like,
I think that they get status and value from other males,
from
not
other
women.
men. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Well, and then there's also like what I say when males are like, oh, well, like I can do what I want, but I don't want my woman to be ran through. And then I'm like, so where are you going to find them if all your friends are of the mindset that you can sleep with as many women as you want to, but women aren't allowed to sleep with a ton of men. So where are you finding that woman?
Right.
Because you and all 20 of your friends are sleeping with as many people as you can.
Right.
So where are you finding them?
Right.
And then you know what the sad answer is they just go down in age.
Yeah.
Because the less experience you have is more what they're looking for. And now we're talking about a whole nother set of problems.
For sure.
So.
Yep. I know. Fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that women can't be gross in that regard,
Of course.
But as a woman, my primary experience in dating and intimacy and relationships is with men.
Yes.
So it is what it is. But yeah, no, I think for me personally, that's kind of where I've always stood is like, I might have fun with you for a night, but like, you're maybe not my forever if you're a fuckboy. And you've been quite literally ran through by every woman.
And I'm not willing to give them the chance to prove to me that they're good in bed for just one night.
Yeah.
I'm not adding you to my list for one time and it couldn't be good.
Girl, that is the truest shit that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Because in my 20s, there was a time where I was single and I had some time to like be promiscuous and do my thing, whatever. And that was the most disappointing shit ever when it was like, okay, I'm bringing this guy home from the bar. And it was horrible.
Horrible.
This one guy, he, whoosh, and he goes, I'm going to introduce you to the shark. And it was just stiff tongue all up on her. And oh my God, I'm still traumatized from it. I still have PTSD. And I was like, you do this to other women? Like, stop.
Don't do this to other women.
Right. Fucking stop immediately. What are you doing?
Oh my God, yeah.
Because like if that works on anybody, it's because they have used a vibrator every day, multiple times a day for years, and they've got no more feeling left.
Yeah, you need intense sensation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I'm not the one. You gotta stop.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, see, I'm not willing to risk that.
Yes.
That's my choice. I've done it enough that I no longer risk one night stands because I have been let down too many times, and I'm like, I'm not adding. I will call somebody from the early 2000s on my list and get them back on rotation.
Right.
I
The
will
devil
reduce, reuse, recycle.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I'm not into it. I don't think I've had to add somebody to a list for like 4 years now. Like, I'm not interested in it.
No.
Like, I'll just recycle.
Yep.
The good ones, not the bad ones. So yeah, no, it's like again, it's a personal question, and no answer is wrong.
Yeah, correct.
I think.
Yeah.
I think it just matters who your partner is and what your end game are, what your end game is for like your happiness.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So sorry, viewer, that happened to you. That sucks.
No.
Yeah. Are we ready for the New Year's?
Am I the asshole? I don't know. I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So I tried to keep it within the theme,
Okay.
of New Year's. And so the title of this one is, Am I the Asshole for Kicking My Partner's Parents Out at New Year's?
Okay.
So my partner's birthday is on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
This year he turned 30. His parents are very overbearing and have no boundaries. In the run-up to my partner's birthday, they have offered him a big party, several holiday ideas. In the past, they've gone abroad for his birthday, and he had usually gone along with them, but always kind of felt like he was not really doing what he wanted.
Yeah.
This year, he clearly stated to them that he wanted to do family stuff during the day and have a fun party with friends leading into the new year. We did this last year, and he loved it.
Yeah.
He gets to experience his birthday, and as arranged, we spend most of the day with his parents. His mom was very vocal about not expecting me to come along, which I ignored as my partner was already upset at the plans his parents had made for lunch. We got through the day, and then I frantically prepared for his party for the evening. We had invited a select group of friends and made arrangements for everyone to contribute food and drinks. It was also another one of our guests' birthday on the 1st, so everybody wanted to help.
Yeah.
The party was going well. We started playing drinking games, and the vibe was fun. My partner's parents turn up uninvited with other family members who were also not invited. Originally,
What the fuck?
they came in with we were local and thought we'd pop in line.
Wow.
So I thought maybe a half-hour pause on the party, and then they'll leave us to it. 3 hours later, they've drank a lot of our booze, like demolished the buffet,
Oy.
and pushed our invited guests from the area that we were all sitting in. Mm-hmm. A few of our invited guests kind of felt uncomfortable, and one of them ended up leaving. To be honest, I wanted to leave as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, I tried talking to my partner, which eventually led to an argument, after which his dad point blank asked if they were ruining the party, to which I answered honestly.
Yeah.
And then they laughed.
Good.
Luckily, we were able to save the party, but now we have animosity between his parents and me. I've apologized to my partner as it wasn't his fault, but I'm left wondering, am I the asshole here?
No.
No.
No. No.
I'm so lucky.
I was going to say, you have in-laws, so I'm going to have you answer this first.
Yes. So I'm so lucky. And I mostly only have a relationship my husband and I both only have a relationship with his mom.
And your mom, you mean?
And my,
yeah.
yes. But as far as my in-laws go, we don't really have a relationship with his dad.
Okay.
But with my mother-in-law, she is so wonderful. She is so gracious. She is so, she understands the boundaries. She wants to spend as much time with us as she can without pushing herself on us.
Yep.
And I know she would love to spend more time with us, and we would love to spend more time with her, but she understands where we are in our lives with the craziness of having 4 kids and all this stuff. She doesn't live in the state, so she's only here, visiting every once in a while.
Where's she at?
Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And so we always make time for her, you know, but it's maybe on a more limited basis than we would all like.
Sure.
But the fact that she respects our lives that are continuously going on here and doesn't, insert herself is so refreshing. I could not imagine having to put boundaries up against my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
I would feel really shitty about that. And I would feel shitty if she put me in that position.
Yeah.
And so I'm so grateful that she doesn't.
Right.
But this scenario with the, am I the asshole? The OP is you're not. You're totally not the asshole.
You're not.
You.
Doesn't sound like the partner, the child of these people, it doesn't sound like they wanted them there either.
Right.
So I hate that she's taking responsibility for something that her partner probably also didn't want to happen, and she stepped up and did it.
Right.
I wish he would be an adult and say hey, you crashed the birthday party that she was trying to give me, and you did.
Yeah.
So don't sit here and have animosity with her. If anything, have it with me. It was my birthday party. I don't love the fact that your man, and I don't know, but it sounds like your man ain't taking up for you on this one when it's his family, and he's not mad at you for what your decision was, which means he agreed with you.
Yeah.
So I would want my partner to have my back if I was going to stir the pot like that.
Yeah.
But also, you're not wrong. I mean, I would absolutely do it. I have zero problem telling people what is just genuinely right.
Right.
Not right by my standards, right by everyone's standards.
Right.
You were not invited. This is an invite-only party. You showed up. I graciously allowed you in, and then you took over my home.
Yeah.
And
you didn't bring anything, by the way.
And you made people feel uncomfortable, and you didn't pick up on the vibe.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to have to be rude to you, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if I had to do it. But I also don't think I would ever be in a situation with my partner's family where I was the one who had to do it. I'd be you are absolutely standing up to your own family for us right now.
Yeah.
I will stand up to mine, and you stand up to yours. I shouldn't have to do this.
Yeah.
So...
Well, the other aspect of this is that he obviously the husband has some growing to do because the expectation of his birthday being celebrated on his birthday, he's 30 years old.
Yeah.
On his birthday, which is also New Year's Eve, not his parents' fault, but also it's
well, kind of.
Right. But also it's for me, I have never gotten crazy wrapped up about celebrations being on specific dates.
Sure.
And part because I have, had a big family growing up, everybody's doing different things. And then having blended families, in my adult life, you just have to settle up with the fact that sometimes you're going to have your Christmas on a day that's not on Christmas.
Yeah.
You're going to have to celebrate your birthday. When when it's my birthday and we don't have, a custodial day with my stepkids, I'm going to go out to dinner with my stepkids and my biological kids on a day that everybody can get together on and not stomp my feet because they can't be with me on my actual birthday. It's just the way of the world.
What being an adult is.
Right.
Yeah.
So to me, it's about being able to celebrate the occasion, even if it's not on that specific day.
Yeah.
So the fact that his parents aren't willing to bend on that is troublesome, but the fact that he has not created boundaries around that at 30 years old and now his wife is the one that has to do that.
Yep.
This is a him problem.
Yeah, I agree. It's a them problem.
Yeah.
Now it's a them problem.
Yes.
Because, girl, if you're going to stay with this partner of yours, you need to have a conversation about how we handle the parents. And, I know people who have New Year's Eve birthdays. Casey from the bar cart, her husband Chris is a New Year's Eve baby. One of my close friends, Renee, is a New Year's Eve baby. And, I don't know Chris's opinion. I know my other friend is that it sucks because your birthday is on a holiday and people are focused on the holiday. So when you have friends who want to celebrate you and your parents don't like allow that to just happen, you know what I mean? Like, go celebrate New Year's Eve and celebrate with me in a day or two.
Yes.
Like, it's so unnecessary. And the sheer fact that you have people who want to make it your birthday and not a New Year's Eve party, like, it's really shitty because unfortunately those kids who end up getting born on holidays, they lose out a lot, you know? So to have a partner who's like, I'm going to make it all about his birthday and then you come and all over it.
Right. Right, like one of their guests left.
Yeah. Hopefully not the one whose birthday was the next day.
I know.
Yeah, because we both know, like, listen, I'll get wild around my parents, but like, obviously with my friends, when I'm getting wild, there are things that I say and do that are slightly different.
Correct, yeah.
You know, like, I don't necessarily need my mother to see me do some and say some things. Like, she can.
Yeah.
She's not going to hate me for them, but I'm not going to have as much fun doing them around her.
Yes.
So I totally get why the vibe is not parent friendly or family friendly. The fuck, you brought extra people.
Right.
You saw them earlier in that day and still made the conscious choice to show up like that. That shit is rude.
Yeah, it is rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not for it.
Yeah. And I'm like that with anything. Like, nobody likes to feel excluded, but there are some occasions where it's like, you know, you want to keep something small and intimate. Like, you just can't invite as many people as you want.
Yeah.
You know, like, we encountered that with our wedding. There were many people that we wanted to invite.
But your space was your space.
Right. And so we had to make cuts, and that was sucky. But, you know, obviously it's a wedding, so like the likelihood of people just showing up is
hopefully lower.
Right?
Yeah.
And didn't happen to us. But, you know, like, you just have to accept that, like, I really would have loved to enjoy that with this person. I really would have loved to be there on New Year's Eve because that's, you know, when I was giving birth to my baby boy 30 years ago.
But it's not your baby boy anymore.
Correct.
It's just your child.
Yes.
You know, like, those parents need to move on from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been fine doing it a week later.
I was going to say, I'm a birthday person because I'm a Leo Virgo cusper, and I'm like, woo, birthday time all month starting July 1 to August 30. And for the majority of my, like, adulthood, I would say, like, since I'm 21 at least, I have spent my birthdays with my friends. Like, I'm a person who doesn't want to be in Berks County. I'd rather be gone on a vacation. And they know that. So they don't even attempt or try to, like, make me feel bad or be like, oh, we're not going to see you for your birthday. It's like, no, you're not. It's my birthday. I'm going to do what I want to do for my birthday. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, like, they've never made me feel bad about not spending time with them until I'm done with what I want to do. Yeah. If it's the September 1st that I see them for my birthday dinner, it's September 1st. Like, because they didn't bring me into this world to serve them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to make their lives better and happier. Like, they brought me into this world to be my own human being, and they allow me to do that. Yes. You know, so I just don't. Yeah. I don't get trying to dictate how somebody spends their birthday. Yeah. It's not fair.
It's not fair. Yeah. So it sounds like Brosith has some work to do here on getting his parents to just accept this new way of life, especially when you're like, bro is married. Yeah. It's now his wife's turn to plan and, you know,
I mean, they said partner. They did not say husband. So they could just be talking about a long-term partnership. True. So it's not even, but like, to me, that's not even, if you're together with somebody for 7 years, like, you know what I mean? It's still the same thing. Like, even if you're not married, like, it's still not your job anymore, parents, to make your kid's birthday go the way it is. It's your kid's turn. Right. To make sure that their birthday goes the way that they want it to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And your kids, in turn, should be making sure that you have the events that you want in your life the way that they did when you were young. Like, I don't know. I just had this conversation with a client the other day, and this is slightly off topic, but not, where she was like, well, what are you going to do when you're older? And I was like, I know you're not telling me that the reason I should have children is so that I have a fucking caretaker when I get older. Oh my God. Because that's not the reason anyone should have kids. And if it's the reason you did, I feel for your children. Yeah. Like, what are you guys talking about? You had kids so that you could raise human beings to become better human beings and change the world, not so you can control them the whole life. Right. Like, I don't get that. No, that's weird. Whenever people say that to me, I'm like, I'm going to do what any rational person should do and have money to be able to take care of myself. Right. You idiot. Right. If your plan is your kids, I hope that fails. Yeah. I'm going to go start a speed dating in the fucking nursing home. Yeah. And find me a rich man. That's right. Yeah. And have some fucking fun. I'm going to go die on his yacht somewhere, damn it. Exactly. No, for sure. But honestly, I do have, and maybe this is like my next foray into therapy, because I do have concerns about myself as a mother-in-law with my oldest son. So, you know, I had him when I was 19. He's been through everything with me for the last 17 years.
And so he is like my ride or die. Like, you know, we are so close. And I'm like, I know I'm going to have to tamp it back a little bit because I am just so like, you know, like, and not to say that I don't feel this about my other kids, but it is a different dynamic.
Sure.
You know?
You're first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be that mom that has to like be like, okay, it's okay that I can't see him on his birthday. He's doing something with his wife, you know, whatever. So I certainly can relate to the parents in this sense where it's like, I know you want to be there, you know, but you gotta.
But again, I'm going to say this as a person who doesn't have kids and who doesn't think about it like this. Everything you just said, I don't think will happen to you because one, you don't have that type of relationship with your son. Two, you are closer in age to him. Yeah. So you would be a fun addition to anything he's trying to do. And three, I don't think your son would pick somebody who would kick you out of their lives.
Yeah.
So my other side of this, which again, we don't have all information on any of these Reddits we get, but like my thought process is that this has been an ongoing situation between these parents and this kid for their entire life.
Yeah.
But that is not how you and Jamerson are. So I don't see that being a problem later on.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good thing to worry about it, of course, because then you're prepared for whatever happens. But like, genuinely, I think that people who are worried that things like people who are like, I'm worried about being a good parent. I'm like, you're already a good parent because you care that much.
Right.
So just go have the kid.
Yeah.
If someone's like, oh, parenting's easy, this is like not a big deal. I'm like, you probably gonna be having a kid.
Right.
It's really not that easy, bro.
Not easy.
You know, and I think the same thing goes for like the relationships you have with your own family and kids. Like, how it is now is a good reflector of how, you know, like I said, like my parents don't care, but I always make time to go out with them. They always make time to take me for dinner and give me a gift. Like, it's not like I neglect them, but they don't dictate how I celebrate. I know that they want to celebrate me too, and I make sure to see them too. Yeah. Like, that's love and mutual respect for the people in your life. So your son's going to have that for you too.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's things you're not going to have to worry about. And I don't think that's going to be one of them.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And I think that I'm going to really invest a lot of time, like I do with his girlfriend, you know, in having a separate relationship with her and, you know, like.
So it's not weird.
Right. Yeah. So that I am genuinely included in things that they do, you know, like we did all the prom shopping together and, you know, all those things. So, and with a genuine invite of like, hey, we want, you know, like mom
you
involved to be part of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think if you're already worried about if like that's going to happen, you're probably going to be fine because you're worried about it and you've already set it up that it's not going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Yeah.
So,
although he did tell me the other day, he was like, Mom, you make me laugh. And I was like, why? And he's like, because the way you say things is just funny. And he's like, you're like the mom in Mean Girls. And I'm like, oh my
Amy
God.
Poehler and Mean Girls.
Yes,
that's too good.
Like, I'm not like a regular mom. I'm
Wait,
like a cool mom.
Wait, but like if we have a chihuahua just biting on your nipple and you have no reaction, an episode. Oh my God. That's one of my favorite. Time will tell if that's what's going to happen to us, but that would be hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like, you need some snacks, some condoms.
Yeah. You guys having sex? What are you doing up here?
I'm like, oh my God, I am the girl from
And that's fine. We need those moms too. You know?
Yeah. Because I'm like the resident teen mom. And I've found that over time is that like I have parented around a lot of people who have waited later in life to have their children. And so I've always been a lot younger than the other moms, which I think is in part why I struggled for so long to like have mom friends.
Yeah.
But because I'm the resident teen mom, I see things from a perspective of like, you have to be open with your kids. You have to have open and honest and non-judgmental conversations with them because otherwise they will hide things from you. They will sneak out of the house and they will get pregnant as a teenager.
Yeah, they'll lie to you.
Right. Mm-hmm. And not to say that like that's not in the cards for me. Who knows? Who knows what happens? Yeah. But the point is
you can only do as much as you can to prevent that though.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my parents did a wonderful job, the best that they could at the time with what they were working with.
Sure.
But it was a different time, you know, you're in the 90s, like people are not talking about going to therapy and, you know.
Or not getting married, like that wasn't even an option for people then.
Right.
Yeah, it was like, find your mate.
Yeah, so like, you know, to open up to them about what I was going through as a teenager was just not a thing that most of us did with our parents back then.
Yep.
And so, you know, I was like, I don't want that for my son. I want him to be able to, you know, like when he came home, he was like, Mom, I need a new phone because I got a porn virus. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't need to tell each other everything.
Yeah. Maybe just say you got a virus from an email. Yeah.
But, it's like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I wouldn't trade this for the world.
Yeah. And do we think that teens aren't looking at porn?
Right.
Be so for real. Like, just get over it. Your kid is doing what everybody else is doing.
For sure.
Yeah. But in a healthier way.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, so he's dying to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
And honestly, so he's like the guy in his sports teams, particularly in lacrosse, where he does like the rally speech. Because he's a great orator. Like, he's really good at hyping people up, and he's well spoken. And so while I'm cringing at the thought, I'm like, oh my God, what are you going to say on the podcast?
I was for it. Immediately, I was for it.
Yeah, I do think like he will drop some bars.
Yeah.
Like he will say some really insightful shit. And so, but I'm just like, you know what, let's just wait till you turn 18.
Yeah. Keep us going till May so we can hear from Jamerson.
Yes, exactly, yes. Because he would love to weigh in on this shit. So.
Well, we've been looking for a male perspective.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I know.
We'll get an 18-year-old male perspective. That's like the male loneliness epidemic epitome. You know what I mean? So that'd be a good one to get.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned on that one.
My son may join us one day.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
guys.
But not till he's 18 because he's also attractive, and we can't be having you hoes out here looking at him thinking anything
exactly,
else.
Yeah, we won't tempt you with the jailbait.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to do that to y'all.
So this was our
New Year's Eve
podcast. Yes.
We hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday.
Yes.
Drink responsibly. Uber is a real thing. I know a lot of companies do free stuff around New Year's Eve, so please utilize it. Do not be stupid and get behind the wheel of a car.
Yep.
Stay where you are. That's a new motto I just made up.
Yes. We're putting that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we're going to slap that on a little t-shirt here.
I really do want to get It's After Dark somewhere.
Yeah, on the merch, done.
We're doing it.
A little baseball cap.
Yes! But yeah, so everything that Kristin said, stay safe, have a great time. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah, this has been awesome. We're very excited for what comes next for After Dark.
Yeah, 2026.
Yes. So, as always, send love in the comments.
Yep.
Share with your friends.
Please.
Let us know your thoughts. We want to hear your takes on these stories.
Yep.
We love that you guys are listening to us, but we want to hear from you too.
Yeah. We need varying opinions because we've got our own, but we need other people's.
Yes.
We love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I love hearing maybe perspectives that I wouldn't have considered.
Yeah.
Because I can certainly be stuck in my ways at times.
We all can.
Yes. So share your thoughts if you disagree with us.
I know it sounds like we think we're always right. We know we're not.
Yeah. We're just comfortable not being right.
We just have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, right.
It's fine.
And so if you guys have, any local, particularly female-owned businesses that you think that we should learn about.
Yeah, send them our way. We want to try it. We want to go there. We want to see about it. We want to hear about it. And maybe we want to talk about them, on our podcast.
For sure. Yep. Women supporting women is what we're all about. And stay tuned for the speed dating. That's going to be super exciting.
Yeah, hopefully this is the last podcast where you have an opportunity to even sign up because it's almost the end of December and we are hoping to get this off the floor by January, February.
Yes.
Tell all of your single friends, start the new year off at a speed dating event at the Bar Cart, mocktails, cocktails, good times, friends, community.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah. So we're very excited. Thank you guys so much for all of your support in our launch phase in 2025. We're so excited to go into 2026 with you all.
Yeah.
And we love you guys so much. So
thank you so much.
Right.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Still suss out. Well, on the fifth one, it makes sense. Do you have a napkin?
No.
You can't see it on your sweatshirt, at least. It's only your jeans.